All right. Welcome to Sideboard MTG. My name's Eric, and tonight we've got Scapeshift for you. I'm going to be running LSV's list from GP Denver, Magicfest Denver, whatever it is you want to call it. That's the list we're running. It makes a lot of zombies. A lot of zombies. What's up, everyone? Let's uh, let's talk about the deck really quick. All right, so it's ramp, right? Like flat out, the deck is a ramp deck. It's actually the most fun and most competitive filling ramp deck that I've played since Pyromancer's Goggles. I don't know if any of you guys remember Pyromancer's Goggles ramp, but the deck worked. It was a really good deck. It was a top tier deck at the time, and this could definitely enter the running for top tier decks. That will make some changes happen to some of the other decks. Like now that this deck is a real thing, someone in chat mentioned that Ashiok would be a good way to stop it, so that they couldn't search up lands and things of that nature. And there's a couple different builds of this. Like you've seen the Golos build where they're using Golos and trying to get extra cast and things like that off of him. There's builds that have black in it. There's a lot of different builds, but this is the Bant build. This is the build I've or really close to the build I've been playing with for the past week or so. And it's the build. This is the exact 75 that LSV took to Denver and took down the tournament. Awesome deck. I was not running Hydroid Crassus. I don't know why I wasn't. This deck is, and it seems to make a world of difference. I mean, when you have all that mana, it's something to do with your mana, considering you're already getting, 2 to 8 power per land. So top decking a land with this deck never even feels bad. And that's why it's running 28 land. So for those of you that like those decks where you're sticking, 2 or 22 land, or trimming all the way down to like 19, and heaven forbid, I know you've all tried it, where you build a red deck with 13 lands and you just go with it. This is not that deck. 28 lands. You're going to be hitting land drops. And that's the point, right? Like you do not want to miss a land drop in a ramp deck. In a deck where lands matter, you do not want to miss a land drop. And with Field of the Dead, which is the major card here, whenever another land enters the battlefield under your control, whenever Field of the Dead or another land enters the battlefield, if you control 7 or more lands with different names, you make a zombie. Once you get multiple of these on the battlefield, and you'll see there's a ton of one-of lands. We have lands that gain life. We have guild gates, so that those can be summoned up with the proper spells for it. Maybe circuitous route. We also have sun petal groves, and we're pushed harder on the green-blue aspect of things, and that's because we're trying to hit that turn 2 growth spiral. It's actually not that hard, even with tapped lands, thanks to Arboreal Grazer allowing you to play a tapped land on turn, play an untapped land on 1, then play him, play it, and play that. Yeah. Anyway, play a Boreal Grazer and then play your growth spirals to get even more land onto the battlefield. The deck can ramp really, really quick. And then once you get going, you get to Scapeshift, and Scapeshift bringing in all of your Field of the Deads, or a few of your Field of the Deads, can just turn the game really quickly. It's Madness says I'm missing something. Oh, did I take a card out? I did. I took an Arboreal Grazer out. We'll fix it. Yeah, that was it. I think, unless we did. Yeah, we still have 28 lands. I didn't click a land. All right. Anyway, the deck's pretty sweet. You guys are gonna love it. I promise. I cruise through, not diamond, platinum with it. And now we're in Diamond, so we're going to play that a little bit tonight. We've got Crucible of the Worlds because we have some utility lands and things like that we can get back and really just really hurt our opponent by playing lands from the graveyard. Deputy of Detention along with Dovin's Veto to just kind of force through our combo. And we're running 4 main board Teferi, so like we can get around counter even in the first in game 1, but in game 2 and 3, like counter is just not a problem because of cards like Veil of Summer and Dovin's Veto. Against those aggressive decks, we want to draw some more cards. We want to put up that that roadblock. Ripjaw Raptor does that really well, along with Ixalan's Binding, being able to deal with those problematic permanents. And a Johnny's Welcome, it'll bring you back from the edge of death. Like when you think it's going to be one of those games where you're going to need to gain some life, there's going to be that incremental damage. Then Johnny's Welcome's going to be where it's at. You're making tons and tons of zombies, get the life bonus off of it, go from there. I didn't like a Johnny's Welcome at first, and then I played it with this deck, and it's pretty sweet. Diamond tier 1 right now. Nice. Mythic 237. Nice. Let's open this pack. I just hit a new rank on my mastery. So I got a pack. Temple of Silence. All right. There we go. I'll take that. Guys, ready to play some Scapeshift? You'd be afraid of Tails In. What? It counters like the ability, right? How to make red deck quit 101. Well, we are definitely going to play first. Oh, this will be sweet. We're gonna. It is going to cost us a little bit of life, but we get to Elvish Rejuvenator on 2. Yeah, depending on what land we draw. Might even be able to do more than that. So we'll just go forest into. I mean, we need to actually get into something, but the deck will provide. It's pretty much nothing but ramp. So green screen problem. We got a green screen. Oh no! Hold up. There's a plug-in behind the green screen, and I needed it. Okay, like, thanks, Jank. We're gonna put in the temple here, so we still get to scry on one. That's pretty good. So next turn I can take 4 life and play everything. It'd be a lot of ramp. Against blue-black, I think I'm going to go for it. What? Doesn't enter. Oh, what a fool! I punted. I thought I could bring it in untap. Alright, we get our first Field of the Dead. Wardrobe malfunction, right? Oh, he got our Prison Realm. The 1/1 beat starts. We're not far from more than a 1/1 beat. So we've got tons. The whole deck's outs right now. Starts making zombies. I don't know. Like if we hit another Field of the Dead, that wouldn't start making zombies. So oh okay. Field of Ruin. We have 2 temples. I guess I need to read all of my lands. Temple Garden. I already have 2 Temple Gardens. Breeding Pool. So we still need 1 more land. You missed the first 10 minutes. You missed nothing, Boros. You're great, sir. Um, I think I'm just going to swing. He's tapped out, so it doesn't really matter here. I'm just going to swing with my Elvish Rejuvenator, and then just go ahead and get value off my fairy. I think I have to get the Hollowed Fountain because of the because I already have a temple. All right. So next turn we can actually even start breaking his lands to have more lands enter the battlefield, and we just start the zombie beats. Ritual of Soot. All right, that happens. I mean, I could have just played this to draw another card. I should have just played it to draw another card. I don't know. Maybe the red blue would be more vital here, but I assume he's probably heavily pressured on double black spells. So if I can attack his black spells, then maybe that'll help. At least we get a zombie here. What do we need? Just leave more options in the deck for Scapeshift, so take the doubles. Alright, well, I mean, another Fill of the Dead's not bad. I mean, to just top deck a land, like if you're going to be in a game where you just top deck lands a lot and it's horrible, then this is not bad. Yeah, the Dragon God is triple black. Okay, he's just going to bedevil it. I guess he wants something in the graveyard for when he flips Nicol Bolas. Every top deck land gives me 2 zombies now, though, so I can race him here. He'll need Ritual of Soot at some point, or Cry the Carnarium, which I actually don't put past him having. Hydroid Crassus would be so great right now. Bedtime. So does he just go to outrun it? Or does he got to dig for a board sweeper? Or crafty cut purse against the stack? I mean, they do, like, it would work directly in response to Scapeshift. Like, in that situation only, just about. Let's see if we can... See if we can make an attack here. Our opponent to 3. This way, only 1 land worth of zombies would be enough to kill him. So we would be threatening lethal every time. Every time we hit a land. Can he answer the prison realm? Alright. Flavor win for prison realm on Nickelby. Nicky B. Sure. I mean, if that resolves, it's quite a few zombies. 8? No, 6. 4. 4 zombies. 8 power. Cry the Carnarium. Boo. We're still presenting more than lethal here. Oh, another nickel bolus. Alright. Couple zombies. Go from there. You like to cast Hour of Glory on Ronus. Yeah. Well. There's Bolus. Come on. I mean, what kind of decision? Let's see what he does here. Oh, hey, look. We drew a land that does other things, too. Now all we have to do is swing. Nice. Easy win, easy win. Had it the whole time. Alright, so Ixalan's Binding's pretty good here. Crucible of Worlds will be broken. I think that Veil of Summer was just tailor-made for this matchup. I'm going to take out Grow for the Ashes and cut back on a Circuitous Route. I'm also going to cut back on one Scapeshift. I expect him to have a lot of sweepers and things, so Ritual of Soot, things like that. I think Prison Realm and Ixalan's Binding are going to be premium removal here. Um, Maybe I cut back one more circuitous route and maybe trim one land. No, I got to keep my ramp. So this is not really a great blast zone game. Maybe it is, but I don't like having to tick blast zone up to 4. I mean, maybe Crucible of Worlds is just bad here. I don't think he's got a lot of basics though. We may be able to just trim him down. And just cut back on an Elvish Rejuvenator. We'll run it like that. Watch out for Ashiok. Okay, so we're actually going on a more aggressive game plan. This round, I took out a lot of the slower ramp, the turn 4 and turn 5 ramp, but we still have all the early ramps, so we can get into early Hydroid Colossus, and I'm hoping that like maybe he's not as heavy on kill spells in game 2 as he was in game 1, and we can apply more meaningful threats instead of a bunch of really small threats. I think I keep this. Sure. Like I'm just needing tons of land right now so that I can get max value out of all these growth spirals. That would be great. We're going to be growth spiraling into Field of the Dead this turn, just in case he has Unmoored Ego. Right, it is a card that you're going to have to play around. Unmoored Ego is a great way to deal with the Field of the Dead deck. You can call Field of the Dead, so... Well, so that's the plan, is if we can make him actually have to cast a Soot to deal with a Hydroid Colossus, um, then that's less he'll have for the zombies, and vice versa. Yeah. So we can play tap land. Like, let's just Elvis Rejuvenator, and then we'll go for like the double growth spiral next turn. Maybe I should have left in Grow from the Ashes instead of Circuitous Route when I want to take this lower converted mana cost route. I'll have to think about that. So we're already in zombie land. So now he has to start dealing with things. And we're set up for a great Hydroid Colossus next turn. I mean, he can probably kill the Colossus, but we're still set up for pretty decent one here. We just gotta dodge the thought eraser. Rule 1, cardio. we upgraded our kitty. He's got a little ball on the back now, and he's got better stripes. This is actually my favorite. Maybe we're racing? You expect Sultai to rise as a response to this? It's very possible. So we draw 3, gain 3 here? Make a 6/6 that he has to answer? I mean, I'm sure he's got an answer for it. It's Grixis, but still. And hit a Field of the Dead. I'll take it. I almost made this a 5/5. And we make 2 more zombies. I mean, 0 mana. I guess you could say, in this case, 1 mana because it's entered tap. 0 mana, 4 power. Pretty good. Pretty good. You've seen a few people with rare level cats. Yeah, I haven't yet, but I assume there's some people that are all ready to level 80. Trophy does hit the deck. You're right. You can trophy Field of the Dead. Land. It's probably going to have a basic to go fish up, and then Scapeshift's just going to go get another Field of the Dead. You'll have to hit all your trophies, or have multiple answers. Otherwise, it's going to build like a lot more blockers than you can stop, or a lot more blockers and a lot more attackers. All right, he got me. He got me. We'll start our rebuilding process. It's a long one, but I think we can manage. Let's get the guild gates. And so now he needs another sweeper. You think Alpine Moon is the main one that gets missed? Oh, for answers to this? Yeah, you're right. Blood Sun. Unmoored Ego is one of the big ones. Like, Unmoored Ego shuts this deck down pretty hard. -3? Without Crucible. Well, it does have Crucible in the side, so. Like, I'm hoping to actually draw that Crucible in this game. That'd be great. Start attacking some mana here. That's why I'm leaving my basics in the deck right now, so I have a better chance at being able to get them with Field of the Dead. I can still destroy something with Phil that I guess I should have tapped properly to be able to do that. Hmm. Scry doesn't really matter because I'm going to be casting Circuitous Route anyway, um, so it just doesn't matter. Maybe I shouldn't do this in his main. Alright, so we'll make a few zombies. He gets Kefnet. He kills our Teferi. Still gets a Circuitous Route here though. So we make enough zombies at this point we can start, like, I don't care if you block one of them, you're taking damage from the rest of them. You run Unmoored Ego in your Esper Mill. Sounds decent. I'm kind of tempted to keep this land in hand. I think I will. I mean, he needs to answer what's currently here. I can keep putting blocker up for Kefnet. There we go. So now we're on a clock. At least we get rid of Chandra here. Can't do it to Kefnet because, like, that would, and then we'll throw up our Kefnet blocker. All right, out of cards, opponent. Your go. Give me a Crucible of Worlds. Rampage. Well, got a zombie, sir. Nico Bolas. Big Daddy Nico. I mean, we're not in the greatest of positions here. Get rid of this plains. Let's go ahead and stop this 4 damage now. I guess I bounced God Eternal Kefnet. That's pretty good. I mean, at least if he destroys the Teferi here, he loses Nicol Bolas. No, that's not true because he can just Angrass Rampage the Teferi. Yeah, so he's got answers to Teferi. We got our value out of Teferi. What's our record? This is match 1, game 2, and we won game 1. Oh, why is that colored panel down there? Maybe that'll help. Does he cast the Angrass Rampage here? Thought it assures me for a surveil. Okay. I mean, he's pretty dead here. I mean, I have to do it now, right? How many do we need? We just need like... Let's just go get some utility lands. Here, we'll just submit 6. I mean, if he's gonna be... 6 will be enough. Like, if he's gonna be able to answer, you know, anything, he's gonna be able to answer these. So... maybe 6 was too many. I know my timer's running out. Fry should scry. Sure, I mean, if he answers this, I just do it again. For 3 or 4. I think we can do it for 3. I could count, but we've got 2 lands in here. He doesn't have an answer. All right. So Arena still hasn't fixed timer issues? No, they haven't. They have not. Oh, look, we play... Our quest was to play 25 lands, y'all. Like, that's... So with Alpine Moon, you just go on a Hydroid Crassus plan. Fair enough, right? That doesn't seem like a bad plan. This doesn't seem bad either. I'm gonna keep it. We get to have a turn 2 Elvish Rejuvenator. So I mean we're gonna be ramping fair, like we've got a fair bit of ramp here. And then we can come in on tap next turn with either the Hinterland Harbor or the island. Risen Reef. Alright. Well, that's probably going to be game. I don't know. I mean, he's blue. He could counter us, so maybe not. He is going to be able to create a bunch of mana thanks to a ley line here. Why is the top of ley line cut off? Another ley line. Man's in the mana making business. Need some other ramp spells. Is this the turn we just cast Hydroid Crassus for like 3? Get a 3/3 going? Sure. Probably should have swung for that 1 point of damage, right? He wouldn't block with a Risen Reef. Alright, more mana dorks. Race for who has the most mana. He might win this. I mean, next turn we get to go for Scapeshift? Let him know we're the aggressor, right? Get in with our 3/3. I mean, if he doesn't have counterspells, then this is about to be nasty. So we can get 2 Field of the Dead and then 6 other. Is he going on the beatdown plan? Beatdown plan has commenced. No blocks. Okay, land off the top would be so good. That's not horrible. If I do that first, right? We do this. We'll grab the guild gates. Now we Scapeshift. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Tapped, tapped. Okay, 42 zombies, or 42 triggers on the stack. So it's 40 zombies. 10 triggers, four times each, or because we have 4 Field of the Dead, 40 zombies. And Hydroid Caressus on top. Should have swung with the 1/1/2. Like, I don't need a blocker. Yeah, the timer burning on that is like we had two timeouts, and then now we have none. But whatever. Okay. So he's probably like a Nissa deck, right? Does Crucible of Worlds work against the Nissa decks? I mean, if they've got a bunch of basics, right? Maybe I just want like Ribjaw Raptor. I'm gonna run it like this. Well, Robert, this deck doesn't actually draw a lot, so I will say that the Flame Sweep would be really good right now. I think Jeskai Planeswalkers is probably a bad matchup for this deck, just because it has those specific answers like that. Like they can take that exact scenario you just took and just actually make that happen. And Jeskai Walkers might. I would say that's definitely in the tier 1.5 range, maybe tier 2 range in the format right now. But Jeskai Walkers can be a really strong deck, so probably 1.5. I don't think it's a top tier deck. I don't even know if this is necessarily a top tier deck. The meta could easily shift and just push this deck back out of the format. But if the meta doesn't shift, then this deck's definitely a contender. Contender for the title. Seems like a bad hand, but it doesn't seem like a bad hand. I'm going to keep. Like, I have my colors, and even if I do come in slow here, we can get the we can make our land drop next turn and a board raiser, and like so we can still get ramp in at least turn 2 ramp. Well, like, do we just Teferi bounce this next turn, or do we continue our ramp plan? Kind of like the continuing our ramp plan until he presents me with a threat that I need to deal with. What do I consider tier 1 now? Well, Nexus is still a tier 1 deck. Like it's it has good matchups versus most things. So Nexus is still pretty good. Man, I just want a deputy here. I mean, it seems like we just cut him off of quite a bit of mana by deputying. Esper, Bant Nexus. I think that some variation of some variation of Feather is tier 1. I don't know. I actually think that Naya Feather is better than Boros, and I think it's a tier 1 deck. I really do. I think it has great matchups versus most things, and it has all the tools to stay strong in the meta. So like I think it's better than Mono Blue was. So, and Mono Blue was a really good deck. I mean, it won like the first Mythic Championship. So, well, that's cute. Kind of expected a Frilled Mystic. That's why I went with the ramp instead of the Scapeshift. If we can resolve the Scapeshift, then we should just win. We're gonna go for it here. All right. I don't know the math if I'm supposed to sacrifice this one or not. But I know with 7 I can get one of them, so I mean, yeah, he's gonna scoop. He knows what's going on. Hey, Diamond tier 2. Yeah, but so you got to get it and 6 other things. Hero shifted to 1.5. I think Hero's in a decent spot right now. Esper Hero, you think it's down right now? Mono Red keeps putting up top 8s though. So I mean, I don't know if I can put Mono Red at tier 2. The Cavalcade of Calamity deck, it's actually really good, but it does fall apart to some certain strategies. So that's why I don't think it would be anywhere near tier 1, because it could be hated out. It's really hard to hate out a deck like Esper Hero. We've been trying to hate it out for quite some time, and it's still really good. The Jund Dino deck is definitely a sleeper in the meta. The deck is really strong, but it kind of reminds me of how Boros Angels did. where it showed up. It was really strong. It did things, and then all of a sudden, blah. I'm gonna keep this. It's a slow hand, but I'm gonna keep it. Oh, we've got the mirror. Yeah, John Dinos is pretty good. I don't have anything remotely resembling the cards to play John Dinos, so unfortunately you guys are not going to be able to see John Dinos. It's the mirror. Ooh, he already got his first fill of the dead. I guess I need to be ramping, don't I? See your fill of dead. Ooh, he's breaking this mirror right now. He's on zombies already. Probably not the smartest block, but whatever. I mean, I can play behind him here a little bit. Oh no. That forest or the island. Either one's bad. So bad. Yeah, our lands, we have 7, but we have 2 islands. Which means we didn't get credit for those for having enough to count here. Yep, that's brutal. Brutal. What do you do in the mirror? Go faster? Must go faster. Must go faster. I mean, he's pretty much got us here, maybe? I mean, I guess I just start bouncing them? Go get the other forest now? Now it'll work because we actually have 7 different. Alright, well. Yeah, they've got 3 Field of the Dead here. I think it's going to be first Scapeshift wins, but we could just be dead. Like we really need to hit Scapeshift off the top. Not for sure anything else matters. Alright, let's roll the dice. Let's go ahead and plus the Teferi. Like it's Scapeshift or bust here. Alright, well, I mean, we can try one more time. Didn't get it. Did not get there. Boo-hoo. No. Alright, so I still wouldn't have lived, though. Deputy of detention. Right. Alright, that sounds good. Alright, so deputy. Veto, maybe? Crucible of the Worlds, yeah. Definitely need the Crucible of the Worlds. So what are we taking out? Prison Realm? Just don't even worry about Teferi. I like that. You think veto? You think first the shift is winner? Fair. That's what I think as well. I think the first person to Scapeshift wins. It's scary, but I'm going to keep it. But Grow from the Ashes comes in untap. And you can also play it for 3 instead of 4. So it can actually come in earlier on the curve if you need to. This is going to be bad, isn't it? You have more basics in the deck than you have guild gates, so. Alright, he got his first. Oh. I should have known not to keep a 2-lander. I need like 5 lands and a spell. Oh, yeah. Going down hard. Going down hard, ladies and gentlemen. It's not over, though. I don't think we're going to be needing a Boreal. Ever see a nerd trying to fix something? It's just falling apart. And he just table flips Rage Bangs. I think I've seen something along those lines. Well, I mean, I could stop that, but I think I need to stop zombies with this deputy. Well, it's not bad because we can pick up the deputy. Alright, so we get our deputy, then we can... Tobin's veto. Yep. Yeah. A little too late, ladies and gentlemen. Little too late. Yeah, so he brought veto in versus me. Scapeshift won a tournament? Dang, I'm out of the loop, right? Just dead here though, right? So we take 3. Okay, so if I can stop the... No, we still take 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm only going to gain 1 life. Block 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Still dead. Yeah, we're still dead. I don't see a way out of it. Yeah. Oh well. Either way, yes, the deck is actually really, really good. We lost to ourselves, so the deck's still 100%, right? 100%. Won them all. It won them all, including the game it beat us. Diamond tier 2. Yay. Hey, we got through another rank of diamond tonight. We might eventually get mythic on this channel. Who knows? Anyway, yeah, the deck is super sweet. If you guys have the cards, if you like ramp, this is the best ramp deck I've seen since Goggles ramp. Just really good card, or really good deck. I think you guys are going to like it. So definitely check it out, and if nothing else, be ready for it because people are going to be playing it. I think Ashiok is going to be pretty good at stopping it. You know, just kind of consider some ways that you would deal with it. We just seen where if you are playing a blue-white strategy, you can play you know, Deputy of Detention along with Teferi to bounce your Deputy, and you know, keep picking up the zombies and buy yourself a lot of time that way. So there's a couple different strategies that you can use to fight it, but the best one is just get in the air, get to crashing with at least 3 power in the air, and just kill it before it gets a chance to save itself. So my name's Eric. You've been watching Sideboard MTG. If you guys want to you know, give that thumbs up button, hit that thumbs up button. If you liked the content in general, subscribe to the channel. If you want to help support, there's ways you can do that in the description box below. And that, you know, that's all I've got. So I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had fun. Check out the deck, play the deck, and let me know what you think. See you next time.